QDOM, we talk about QDOM ontology. Pay attention to those when QDOM was like just about 1900, something like that, right? So 19,000, something like that, right? And ontology was like a 5,000. We were looking for like a 8,000 to a 10,000 area. Ontology is just about like a just about like 8,500. So BTC is still holding strong, just about a 9K area. So are we going to be able to break a 9K? It is going to be very tough. But in term of structure wise, the bears got a very good chance to break 9K. If not, the bulls could be taking control and try to retest like a mid 9K area. So now we're going to start off with BTC before we talk about the SP 500 and basically the Dow Jones, right? So let's take a look at BTC in terms of 5-day chart and take a look at the MACD. As we talked about it previously, the MACD regarding in terms of volatility, it is low, but in terms of bearishness, the MACD, we already got a clear confirmation. We most likely going to be facing lower numbers. All right, so before I get started, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe, make sure to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you want to basically join our premium group, send me a message. All right, so let's do this. I'm pretty sure the sound is good, right? And I'm pretty sure you guys doing okay. So we got 18 watching. Let's hit the like, make sure to also subscribe, right? So now let's take a look at BTC in terms of 5-day chart, right? As I said it previously, we got a clean correction in terms of a MACD. Beautiful double bottom. We talked about this double bottom right around this area, just about like when BTC was like a 74, 75, and we got the breakout to the upside. We said if we close above this 21 EMA, and on top of that we got the 5-day chart right there, a beautiful crossover and a beautiful breakout right there. So we said in order to basically face lower numbers, we're gonna have to get a clear bearish momentum. All right, so now we got a clear bearish momentum. We got this move to the downside regarding the MACD. All right, so clean crossover. We talked about it when BTC gave us like a 3-day crossover right there a few weeks back, just about like a mid June, right? June 14th. It's almost a month later. We got the 5 days, the 5-day crossing down. So it is kind of a bearish, at least for the short term. So the bulls, what they need to do, they're gonna need to secure a good wall just about this area of 89.50 to a 91.50 area in order to basically avoid any capitulation, because the 5-day chart doesn't play. Like I said, I talked about the 2-day chart, we've been moving down. Okay, since I talked about the 2-day chart, we've been moving down. Since I talked about the 3-day chart, we've been moving down, and now we got the 5-day chart crossing down on our MACD. We're most likely going to be continuing the downtrend if we break 9K area. All right, so now do I smoke the hash ribbon? Okay, the hash ribbon, we're going to talk about the hash ribbon. Okay, it is quite interesting because you just brought up a very good point. I talked about it in my premium group last night, and I'm going to show you why the hash ribbon, okay, could be failing this time, just like the log scale last time. All right, we talked about the logarithmic growth curve, right, when BTC was like 9K area, I think, and we said we're not going to break below 76. You guys remember back then, back in March, I think February, March, right? Most people have been saying we're not going to break 76 ever again, and my target was like 42. We did break 76. All right. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, so now we're gonna basically talk about the hash ribbon next later on. Okay, so now pay attention to the 3-day chart, okay, for the bullish setup, the bulls basically doing a very good job not breaking the 21 EMA on the 3-day chart. As you can see, like, I'm still shorting, okay, even though, you know, we drop all the way down to on Bybit, we drop all the way down to like a 9077. I was looking for a 36 range, okay, but we did not break below 36. So let's see if the bulls gonna give up this 3-day 21 EMA within the next few hours. Other than that, you know, the bulls gonna be trying, they're gonna try to go back up to basically 96, 97 if we do not the bears do not break 90 to 100 range. All right, in terms of consistency, it is very consistent on a daily basis. As you can see, like over the last 7-10 days, we've been averaging just about like 90 to 100 range. So if you've been like trading this range, you're most likely going to get stopped out, because you just have to basically pick one side. And if you're looking for like a 400 to 600 points and you're putting a tight stop loss, right, you're most likely going to get stopped out, right? So all you need to do, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Just sit tight, relax, and let the market do the work. All right, if the market wants to kick you out, it's going to kick you out, but you just don't want to basically put your stop loss like 10 points and do 100x and all that good stuff. All right, low leverage, low margin, and put a stop loss away, and market basically going to give you what you're looking for. The downtrend is clean. We're still making high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows. Okay, so lower highs, sorry, lower highs. We're making a high lows right there, high lows right there, high lows right there, but it doesn't mean okay the market is bullish. It is just giving you a tight triangle, okay, with lower highs right there, and you're slightly making high lows right there. Okay, so it is a very tight triangle. If you just want to pay attention to this small triangle, you could be expecting a breakout very soon. So we assuming we're not going to break like 93.50 area, which is like the resistance area right there. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Market is it could be very volatile. The bulls basically, okay, they could lose the bottle. At the same time, the bears, I'm not saying we can go up or go down. I'm telling you what I'm doing. All right, it doesn't mean the bulls cannot give us a breakout to the upside. If we break out to the upside, the breakout, okay, we got a resistance for the bullish setup. If you're bullish and you've been looking for BC to give you a big move to the upside, you can definitely look for this move. All right, a breakout, 1-to-1 extension. Pretty much most of you guys already know that. All right, if you just don't want to be too bullish, you can just take, I don't like to be too bullish. All right, so if you want to be too bullish, you want to basically take the bottom, but I don't want to be too bullish, so let's just take the median, right? So and look for this impulse move to the upside, and we could be targeting like almost 11k. All right, however, if you want to be too bullish, right, you could do this and be looking for almost like 11.5 range. So that's also a valid way of looking at it. But looking at my 5-day chart crossing down, I just have to stay consistent and basically go with my 5-day chart, 3-day chart, 2-day chart. They haven't been wrong so far, right? So I don't see the need basically to doubt the 5-day chart MACD crossing down as of now. All right, so now let's just talk about the hash ribbon before I forget, right? So Mr. Hash, Mr. 5000 pump. So Mr. 5000 pump is right there. So as you can see, we got a buy signal on the 3-day chart, right? But you take a look at the 3-day chart. Let's move on to the 5-day chart. Even on the 5-day chart, right, we got a buy signal, not just on the daily. But you take a look at the difference between now and the previous buy signal right there. So take a look at the 5-day. We basically got a bearish crossover, right? So it is moving down. You go to the previous update. I don't pay attention to any of these hash ribbons and all that good stuff, right? So we basically had a nice bullish crossover. That's the difference. Now we're getting a divergence. You can't call it a divergence. We got a buy signal, but MACD is crossing down. What a divergence is, when basically price is doing something and your indicator is showing you something else, right? So basically indicators is saying we're bullish, MACD is saying we're bearish. So it is going to be quite interesting over the next few weeks. So let's see if the bull's going to be able to take advantage of this buy signal. Okay, but me personally, I'm telling you what I'm doing, not what you should be doing. So you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'm just giving you my personal analysis and telling you what I'm doing. If I'm wrong, okay, I can basically readjust and basically learn from it. If you're right, you just take your profit and look for the next next setup. All right, so you take a look at this previous bull signal right there, right? We got a bullish crossover and we got a buy signal. All right, we take a look at the next one right there. The next one we got on the 5-day, we did not get a buy signal, but on the 3-day previously we got a on the 4-day chart we did get a buy signal, right, which was a strong one. We got a bullish crossover, right? Even though price was going down, we got a nice buy signal. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. It was like back in, I think the next one was back in 2014 and so on, right? We got a buy signal. Let's take a look at the MACD. MACD was we already got the cross down right there. MACD was looking to cross over. We got a buy signal. Bang. Okay, we started a nice bull market. So let's see. All right, it is going to be quite interesting over the next. I don't think like this buy signal going to be reactive, right? It could take like another few weeks to basically you know, couple of weeks. It could be 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm just speculating in terms of timing. As you know, I don't do time analysis, right? But it could be a very interesting over the next few weeks to see like if we're going to be able to you know, get a bullish crossover at least on a 3-day chart. All right, at least on a 3-day chart to you know, confirm like this buy signal can give us another 2,000 to 3,000 point pump. All right, so let me take a look at the chart room. This guy say BTC pumping 92.30. So BTC pumping 92.30. So let's see. It is just a you know, small volatility. All right. So let's see. I mean, yeah, I mean, most of these indicators, they're lagging indicator. Okay, so let's see if you just want to talk about like the most you know, the most reliable indicator. It is going to be volume. Okay, your volume is the most reliable indicator because volume is pretty much you know, it goes with price. It doesn't have any it doesn't care about closing, it doesn't care about opening and all that good stuff. Okay, so 92.38, it is just pumping right now. On Bitstamp, you could say like on a daily basis we've been suffering like a multiple let's see, multiple selling pressures, right? As you can see right there, we got a big selling pressure, 3-way move up, big selling pressure, 3-way move up, and we got a big selling pressure right there, and price is basically relatively constant, just about like low 9,200 rand. If you draw a line right there, okay, you can see like price is just about like a mid-range. So from the top, that's the top right here, let's make it red, and then that's the bottom right there, let's make it green, right? And if you take a look at the yellow line right there, yellow line is a midpoint. So you basically, whether you're longing or you're shorting right here, you're taking a position, you're basically taking a position at the mid-range. Okay, so let's see, you can see like the green line and the yellow line, right? That's a midpoint. You don't need to take any indicator to show you like these two line are basically, these two areas are basically equal. So let's see, a big move is coming very soon. And if you take a look at it also on our basically stock R side, right? Let's take a look at the stock R side. So stock R side on the 3-day chart, you can see this level of it is actually very low but very dangerous. last time we basically capitulated almost like from a 90 to 100 range all the way down to 38. You take a look at the level we're at right now. We're at the same exact level again. Same exact level again. Okay, even though it is like oversold, we just have to be cautious, because you know, if we capitulate, we're going to be capitulating big. Okay, and if we pump, we're most likely going to be pumping big. Why? Because you go back to the 40% pump we got right there. That's where we started it, the same level, and where we bottom at back then was the same exact level again. So either way you look at it, whether you're bullish or you're bearish, you got to anticipate a very big move. The move is not going to be 100 points, 200 points, and all that good stuff. It could be a 2,000 to 3,000 point within the next few days, few hours, and so on. All right. So now let's take a look at the lower degree, the 6-hour time frame. 6 hour was quite bearish, right? Last night. So we got 2 6-hour bearish, selling pressure right there, but price could not keep up the momentum. All right, so as you can see on the 6-hour time frame, this move is basically impulse. We got impulse move, and we're getting a 3-way move pullback. 1 2 3. So that's a 3-way move pullback, but I'm not sure, okay, if this move going to give us another 3-way move and another one just to give us a bigger sideways correction and basically do this. That's also another possible setup, which is basically it depends on on timing. The correction could take longer. That's all it is. That's all it is doing. Okay. Another very good example is like this move. We got this impulse move down, right? And we got a 3-way move up. 1 2 3. And you're gonna think like market gonna continue the downtrend. No, market did not. Okay, market gave us another 3-way move down. 1 2 3, right? And then gave us another 3-way move up, which is 1 2 and 3. All right, so and give us another 3-way move up. So this entire move is corrective. This move right there is corrective. So we're anticipating a move down, but this move down can also be basically can clone this move. You see what I'm saying? So in terms of timing, that's why you just have to be cautious. Just because BC is going slowly, and you're going to be very frustrating. Okay, it is going to be very frustrating, and you're going to basically be very pissed about like market not going down as you basically as you basically wishing. So you just have to be cautious regarding like the current structure of BTC. All right, I'm not saying it is going to play out like this. However, you just I'm just being very patient. Basically going back up to like a 93 94 is possible. So let's just keep that in mind. All right, let's just keep that in mind. So now I think like we covered everything regarding BTC. I think the only thing we haven't covered is like the 12-hour time frame. 12 hour, you could argue like you got a beautiful setup right there. Reversal hammer candle, right? Nice reversal, big volume reversal. So let's see how the next 12 hours going to be reacting over the next few hours. All right, so beautiful setup. So if you're bullish, you can basically look for a long, right? If you're bearish, you just have to be cautious. All right, I'm bearish. Okay, I'm being cautious. I've been shorting like this range the entire time, right? So you got another reversal, pushback, reversal, pushback, come back down. So it is just doing the same exact thing. Nothing to be excited about like a 92.30 range. Okay, so that's the only thing I can see on the 12-hour. You can take a look at the MACD. We're already looking to cross down on our MACD. 12-hour basically giving us a bearish crossover. If like we do not get a beautiful acceleration on our MACD, we could get low volatility range, which means like BTC can go up, okay, to like a 93 94, but MACD could be showing low volatility because price might be moving very slowly to the upside with some wicks, but not closing above 93. That's why sometimes you see low volatility on your MACD, because MACD, like you say, it is a lagging indicator. At the same time, it is based on closing price. Let's say BTC goes up to 95 but doesn't close above 95, this MACD not gonna change. Okay, let's say we go up to 95 but come back down to like 92.30, your 12-hour MACD wouldn't care. Okay, it's just gonna stay the same. It's just gonna be facing down. All right, so that's why you just have to keep that in mind, at least for the short term. I mean, I don't care, man, what billionaires and big companies doing. That's the same thing like you guys been saying last year about Backed when BTC was 10K. You guys been fooling about, like, you know, got fooled, say, you know, BTC gonna go to 30K because Backed gonna pump BTC to 30K and all-time high and all that nonsense. What happened? Okay, we dropped all the way down to 3,800. So why are you telling me I'm being bearish? I don't care what billionaires does, right? I don't care what they do, man. So you just have to, you cannot follow the crowd. Okay, I'm bearish because, you know, market is telling me it can drop. I'm not saying it's going to drop. I'm just telling you what I do. I'm bearish. If you're bullish, you're bullish. Okay, it's okay. It's nothing wrong with you being bullish, and you know, if market goes up, you take your profit. All right. So we've seen this structure like many times, right? Back in you know, 2018, that's the same exact structure we got, right there. That's the same structure we got, and most people have been telling you we're going to 30K, 50K, and all that nonsense, right? What happened next, right? We've been making higher, you know, higher lows right there, low highs, right? And what happened next? We dropped 1-to-1 extension to the downside. Did you go and say why the billionaire did not buy BTC? So BTC is doing the same thing right there. We basically repeated the same exact structure again, 1-to-1 extension to the downside. So what's so hard about this? What is so hard about like following the same structure? Okay, we dropped all the way down, right there. Okay, so I was looking for 55 back then, and 55 was also 0.618 pullback from swing low to swing high, which was also a 1-to-1 extension. You take a look at it right there. So my analysis was spot on right there. And when I was talking about this, that was like back in September. I was telling you guys we're going to capitulate down to 55. We came down. I was like, first target going to be just about like 72, 74, and we got a possibility to push back up. I wasn't bullish, but I was saying like this move is pretty normal because it's going to give us a flat correction. We're going to drop down. What's so hard about it? So we might not drop linearly, okay, and drop all the way down to like a low 7K right now. It could take some time. You might get like a lot of fake outs. BTC might go back up even like to 10K to 10-1 area before dropping down. Fake all of you, you know, give you a big fake out. You're gonna be saying we're gonna go to the moon and all that nonsense, and we're gonna be capitulating down. So do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and what could happen. Okay, I could be wrong, but on the macro scale, I've been spot on over the last 18 months. Am I going to be wrong one day? Yes. I'm not going to be 100% correct on the macro scale. Nobody can be 100% correct forever, right? So mathematically, it is basically impossible to be 100% correct, you know, all the time. All right. So let's keep that in mind. I really don't care, man. I really don't care whether, you know, the billionaires buying BTC or selling XRP, all right, and all that nonsense. So now let's take a look at the SP 500, right? All right. So market was red a little bit earlier, but it seems like it is picking up, all right. So the S&P 500 is basically, that's what we were looking for. Let's see. Let's take a look at. We want to see one with a gap. Okay, so what we talked about last time, let's dive into the lower degree. Okay, the lower degree, we said exactly right. This move could be overextended. We could get a three-way move like this, right, up to you know, and fill the gap. We did fill the gap, and I was like, we can basically retest the top with a three-way move. So this move was, we could say this move is impulse, this move is corrective. Okay, so, and we could be anticipating another move down. All right, so let's see if we got a nice support right there. So let's see if this move could be a you know, you could call it a expanded flat, right? And we could be anticipating another move down. So however, we just have to basically break 31.15 for this scenario to be plausible. As of now, as long as we stay above 31.15, this scenario to the downside might not be plausible. Okay, we double tapping, right? But we can still make a new high. Okay, you see what I'm saying? We can still make a new high. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. So this move could just be a three-way move corrective as of now, like this. 1 2 3 ABC correction down, and we could be looking for a continuation. But for the bearish setup, this could be the impulse, this could be the move to the upside, and then we're going to be looking for this move down. All right, but let's break 31.15, just about 31.15, right? First thing first, if we break it, right, we could be looking for further move to the upside. All right, for further move to the downside. Even if we drop to the downside, we got our 6-hour 100 EMA. I talk about it like last month when we dropped down, and I was like, for the Dow Jones, don't be too bearish. 6-hour 100 EMA going to support the price. Right there, we got another support. 31.15 going to be the primary support. Secondary support going to be like a 3050. Okay, 3050 area, at least for the short term. First thing first, we talk about it. A couple of weeks ago we said we're gonna need to we're gonna need to close the gap just about like a 31.70. We did that exactly. We already made a new high, but we could not just close above the high. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. 6-hour MACD looking to cross down, but if like we get the fake out, it could be very, very bullish. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. If we do not get the, if we do not get the cross down, it could be very, very bullish. All right, so at least for the short term, that's what I see regarding the S&P. Regarding the S&P. Now let's take a look at the big boy now. So the Dow Jones just about like 26,300 range, right? 26,374. So it is giving us the same exact structure. But regarding the Dow Jones, we haven't basically closed the gap, just about like a 27,000. So I'm still looking for it to close above, not close above, but close this gap just about like 26,000. Let's say 26,000. Okay, just to round it up. Even though it is giving us the same exact structure as the SP 500, right? It can still pump up. Okay, not sure if we're gonna make a new high, but we're gonna basically need to take care 27,000 first. Once we retest 27,000, we're gonna reevaluate. Everything looking very bullish. Nothing bearish so far. The only thing bearish is like this flat correction on the bigger time frame. All right, but if we go back up to 27,000, we're gonna reevaluate to see like if we're gonna be dropping down, because we might create multiple supports just about like 26,400 range. We could get a very good support. So if we retest like 27, we might come back down 26,200 range. Okay, 26.3, right, something like that, before retesting and something like that before capitulating down. All right, but as of now, let's just focus on closing the gap, 27,000. That's the most important. Everything else could be just noise. All right, beautiful engulfing candle, double top rejection, right, just about like 26,700 range. We retested just about like on the 10th, right, 13th, right there. So let's see if like we're gonna be able to break it. So market, Tesla, it is very bullish, guys. So I know it is hard to say, you guys know I'm always looking for bearish momentum, right? So because I've been so bearish over the last few months, right? But Tesla looking very bullish. Okay, I wouldn't try even to mess with it, try to short it right now. It's too much hype. Just wait for a bearish setup to basically try to short it. But as of now, I would be buying the dip. I'm not saying go ahead and buy it, but most people are going to be buying the dip. All right, so at least for the short term. That's my personal view on Tesla, and it's going to be going up. Even if it drops down to like 500, 800, 900, over time it is most likely going to be going up. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Nasdaq before we talk about Tesla. Let's talk about so NAS, we talked about NAS like last time, right? I think like I talked about it in my premium if I remember well, right? So as you can see on the 4 hour, we coming back down, retest 4 hour 100 EMA. We also gonna get another support if we break it. We got like 10,200 area, which was also previous resistance, right? If we drop back down, we can basically drop down in a three-way move pullback, something like this, okay, and retest it. So I would be watching cautiously, right, just about 10,200 and basically 50 area, right, within the next few days and so on. 4 hour basically, you know, supporting it, but as you can see, most of the time 4 hour basically is kind of weak. You can support it, pump back up and drop down. Where do you drop? Your 6 hour 100 EMA, okay, as you can see right there. So we did not close above it. We did not close above it right there. Let me just show you. 6 hour 100 EMA. Even on BTC, I like to use my 6 hour because 4 hour, most people going to be trading the market based on 4 hour. I only see like somebody trading the market like based on 8 hours, okay? But most people only trade like 1 hour, 4 hour, 15, and all that good stuff. All right. So let's just pay attention to basically previous resistance to act as a support. Volume looks nice, so it could just be a temporary you know, pullback, at least for the short term, with a possible another flat correction just like this, make a new high and drop back down, get a double support just like you know, like we did from June, okay, to like a first, like a June 10th to like a June 23rd. We just made a beautiful correction and continue the uptrend. So we can make the same correction again, drop down to 10.2, right, pump back up to like 11.2, drop back down to like a 10.3, 10.4, make a, you know, a high low right there, and then keep going. As of now, I don't see anything bearish, all right, at least on the short term, right, at least on the short term. So let's take a look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart, we got a beautiful 3-day engulfing, so it's not a big deal. We got 3-day 21 EMA, like I said, which is like just about 9,750. So let's see, even if we break that scenario of a possible you know, move to the upside, this 3-day 21 EMA going to be moving very fast within the next few days, and it could be at 10,000, going to be supporting the price. So I wouldn't be too bearish, okay? On MACD, we do not have any divergence on a 3-day chart. Price is making high highs, MACD is making high highs, so market gotta give us a better chance to be bearish. As of now, I'm not that bearish on the Nasdaq until basically we get a strong evidence we're going to be dropping. All right. Yes, I mean it's gonna pop. I don't think we're gonna go like to 3,000, 4,000 without a nice you know, 40% to a 25% drop. All right, but you know, let's just let them buy until we see a big bearish momentum, and then we're gonna basically start being bearish. I don't want to be bearish too soon, and this market like pump another, you know, Tesla pump another like a 25 to 30%. So on the macro scale, let's say on the 3-day chart, if like even not sure if like we're gonna replicate this entire structure right there in this area, like another drop back down 50% of this area, make a you know, high lows before continuing the uptrend. That's also another possible setup if like we're going to be you know, facing multiple months of you know, downtrend. We could be making this move down, okay, at least for the short term, but I don't see it happening as of now. I would like to see like within the next few weeks, few months, how we're going to be proceeding to the downside, or how we're basically going to be pumping to the upside. All right, so hey, what's up, Crypto Joe? Elon made $6 billion yesterday. Okay, that's great. Hey, what's up, Reese? PayPal adopting BTC. I mean, look, that's just, you know, you guys, I don't think you guys learning from what happened before. All right, so you guys did not learn from BACT. All right, so it's nothing I can tell you if you did not learn from BACT. All right, so now let's take a look at Ethereum next. if you did not learn from backed, right, and you most likely not gonna learn again, right? Ever gonna learn again. So Ethereum back to 240. So let's take a look at the lower degree. So Ethereum seems like it is still correcting. So we got a nice bottom formation right there. Okay, we cannot break it. This move was impulse, right? As of now, it is, it is giving us a three-way move. Okay, can it pump higher? Absolutely. It can pump back up to 50% to 0.618, which is just about like let's see, 242. Let's do this. It means like BTC could pump also, right? So 0.618 going to be just about like 242. 0.786, we got a resistance just about like a 243. So it is pretty normal. Okay, it is pretty normal for Ethereum. If like we get rejected just about like a 241, 240, 242 area, it is going to create a for the patterns guys, right? They love head and shoulder formation. We could anticipate this head and shoulder formation, 1-to-1 extension to the downside, and you're gonna get this move to the downside all the way down to 230 range. Okay, if you're looking for a short-term analysis. If you want to pay attention to the bigger picture for Ethereum, as I said it multiple times, right, we got this move like this. Okay, this move is basically very bearish. All right, we got a top formation, triangular top formation. After that, we got this three-way move down, right, which is your W, and then you got your X, right, and then we're looking for this Y move to the downside. Okay, all the way down to low to 100 range. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Litecoin gave us the same exact structure previously. Let's take a look at Litecoin. It is still pumping. All right, pretty good. Let's take a look at Litecoin BTC next. Ether 241. Market looking starting to look healthy again. Even though we got a big pressure. Gas is also looking great. Neo gas, right? So pay attention to it. I said it last month. I just updated my premium regarding gas and MITH. So the LTC. Okay, so Litecoin USD. Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin USD, exactly. So that's the top formation I'm trying to show you right there. Okay, you can see the top formation. Last time we got this top formation, I was like, okay, Litecoin is going down. Okay, same exact setup we're getting from Ethereum right now. If I give you a double screen, you can see. Not saying it will happen the same way, right? But at least for the short term, we can let's see, Ethereum. Okay, so you can see like Ethereum right there and Litecoin right there. That's the same exact setup I got. I was pretty bearish on Litecoin back then, right there. So these two setups are pretty much the same thing. Okay, same exact setup. You got your impulse move down, right there, and then we got a three-way move pullback, 1, 2, 3, and then we said we're going to be dropping, Ethereum, we got this move down in a three-way move, right? And we're getting a double correction. We got 1 2 1 1 2, and then this is a correction. What are we expecting? It could be just noise, but we could be expecting this move down before making another correction right there. So that's what I see, at least for the short term. But let's see if like we're gonna get it to play out like this. Even if you go back then, Ethereum was making the same exact structure, right? It looks clean on the lower degree. Let's take a look at half a day. That's there. Okay, you can see back when Ethereum was like right around like a $280-300 range, I was saying we're gonna drop, right? I was bearish on Ethereum because we basically doing the same thing. 1 2 3. I was like, okay, this move gonna be dropping down. Okay, we did the same thing, as you can see, Litecoin, Ethereum. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it doesn't mean we're gonna be playing BTC like a 92.61 right now. Let's see if it is going to be breaking 94 area. Atoms. Link is pumping. Link is pumping very hard. I think Link is basically replicating Tesla move. So let's see if Link going to get any sort of rejection within the next few days. I saw a small rejection on Link on an hourly basis, but that sucker is keep pumping again. So let's see, Link USD. Okay. Okay, Link is basically still pumping to the upside on the 12-hour. So let's take a look at 6-hour time frame. 6-hour, we don't have any sort of a double correction. Let's see if this move going to break the high, or we can basically come back down, retest the low, which is like $7, before continuing the uptrend. As of now, it is like above all-time high. So we broke $5 range, break into the upside. So let's see. Link pretty much looks like Tesla, right? As you can see, even though we're making a 5-way move, as you can see, like we pumped to the upside with a 5-way move, a double cross correction, right? I was anticipating this move to come back down, but it is making a wave number 5 to the upside. So this move is basically the correction, right? And then we got this wave number 5. So we just have to wait for this wave to complete. Other than that, we got 1 2 3 4 and 5 wave. So it is going to be correcting over the next let me just draw it properly. You got your you got your 1 2 3 4 and 5 wave. Your wave number 4 came in a sort of a flat correction, and then wave number 5. All right, so that's the only way I can count Link right now, right? Let's see, I don't see any sign of reversal right now. All I see is like sign of correction. Even though I was very bearish on Link, doesn't mean we're gonna keep going up to $100 to $100 range. All I'm saying is we don't have a sign of reject. We have a sign of correction, not sign of rejection, right? It's two different. Okay, what is a sign of correction? It means price drop sharply down, and it is giving us another sharp move to the upside. We can expect another, either a sharp move to the downside right there, give us this correction. This is bullish. Okay, however, if like we pump to the upside, make another higher low, we can be saying like we can do the same, we can make the same structure as Ethereum and could be facing a a sharp decline afterward. But this move, if like we drop back down, it is going to be by the dip. Okay, anywhere around like $6.50 to $7.50 range, it is going to be most likely by the dip, with a possible anticipation to basically move to the upside up to $10 range. All right, so that's the setup I see for Link as of now. All right, so until we basically get a massive rejection, I wouldn't be bearish on Link as of now, because we broke the resistance of $5.50 range. So let's see. Okay, so let's see how we're going to be proceeding. So I think that is it for today. So if you guys don't have any question, I'm just gonna call it a day. If you guys don't want to talk about any any markets, I'm just gonna call it a day. Just keep it short today. So somebody says Atom. So I think Atom Cosmos was around like 70,000. Oh, not 70,000. 50,000 level. Okay. So Cosmos got a beautiful double bottom. Okay. My target for Cosmos was like 20,000. Was looking for like 20,000 again, but it just double bottom at 0.786 and then basically pumped it upside. This move is impulse, nothing corrective. Even the volume is right there, sell volume is right there, right? One thing you can do if you're not comfortable, I'm not telling you what to do, but what could happen, right, is like we got a support right there now. It is going to be a support just about like 38,000, 36,000, and then you could be looking for also another support just about like 32,000 area. Big selling pressure, right? On the lower degree, it could be just corrective. It is corrective as of now, right? 1, 2, 3. So we can expect like a further move to the upside. Unlike Link is just giving us a sharp drop and a retest of the top, so we're gonna have to basically look for another retest. But Cosmos, as of now, on the lower degree, we got this impulse move, three-way move, another impulse. The move can give us another impulse too, okay, which basically come from like the support area just about like a 38,000. So if you see that 38,000, it might be like the bull's going to be buying the dip, okay, up to and another possible retest of the top. If like we retest basically 50,000 area, we're gonna reassess, all right. But as of now, look for support area just about 38,000, okay, and if we break it, we definitely got a chance to find another support at 32,000. But I'm biased for a very strong support at 38,000. So hey, what's up, Ali? XLM, we gotta make sure to join our public Telegram group. At least we updated XLM up to like a 50,000, I mean not 50,000, 15,000 target. XLM, if you've been following our channel, even the public group, I've been saying XLM accumulate 6,000 to 7,000. That's not a secret. ADA, most people been bullish on ADA after ADA broke like what 13,000 and all that good stuff. We told you guys buy ADA 400 sats, okay, not 13,000, 1,300. Buy ADA at 400 to 500. Okay, I give you ADA, XLM, Zilliqa, Lisk, ICX. When I was saying accumulate these moves, these coins, they're gonna make a very big move. Nobody was talking about these coins. Right now, it's it basically too much hype, right? So even VChain last November, when VChain pumped like to 103, 106, I was like, guys, let's let it cool down, and we're gonna accumulate at 38 to 37. Bang, we hit 38, 37. Now VChain pump all the way up to and target was at 242, right? Not 242, but a 140 area for VChain. Okay, 242 was for Zilliqa. Now let's move on to I think somebody said OSTK. I don't know OSTK. Let's see. OSTK, is it on Binance? If it's not on Binance, I might not, because a stock, right? Overstock.com. Oh, that's the stock. Okay, let's take a look at it. It's on NASDAQ. SDK $42 Overstock. That's 6 hours. Let's just move on. Take a look at the weekly. On the weekly, this boy is just pumping. Okay, beautiful impulse move. Beautiful impulse move. You got this correction, right? This was the initial impulse. correction, right? Impulse, right? We completed, seems like we completed this correction right there. So this is an impulse. It is most likely going to be coming back down, right? It is most likely going to be coming back down. So let's see, as of now on the weekly basis, no sign of reversal. Yes, weekly basically just selling off slightly from 50 to 42, but it doesn't mean like it is going to be basically it is going to be dropping. So let's take a look at it on the 3-day chart. It is still impulse on the 3-day chart. 2-day chart still impulse, right? No sign of reversal. Very low volume on the daily. We got a slight big volume right there, so we could see a slight reversal, and would be looking for support just about like a $30 if we drop that low. Okay, we could be getting, okay, and $30 was also previous resistance right there. As you can see, I never analyze this chart. As you can see, just draw a line right there. You can see based on support and resistance, we could be finding a beautiful support. All right, so as of now, it is just impulse. Okay, it is just impulse. You don't even have like any waves to count on this move since like a March low. Okay, beautiful impulse. Man, if you bought this sucker like a 250, you should be taking profit right now. so I don't know this stock, but you should be taking profit right now. Overstock. Yeah, this overstock is overbought. Okay, so now let's take a look at VChain. We talk about VChain. I talk about VChain. So VChain got us on a weekly basis. Pay attention to VChain on weekly 100 EMA. Even though I'm not that bullish on VChain, right? If we break 250, it is going to be bullish. Remember, okay, I'm not that bullish on VChain, but however, if we break 250, which is like a weekly 100 EMA, right, for VChain, take a look at why this sucker is moving slow. STK is with Tezos. All right, thanks a lot for the info. I will basically put it on my watch list, and I will. That sucker did a great job up to like $2 to $2.50. It seems like a altcoin. So take a look at VChain, right? I was looking for a retest, come back down to retest like a 6 hour. That was a long time ago. It came back down to 180 to 157. That was like when it pumped to almost like 236. So it came back down, okay, on a lower degree right there. Okay, it came back down to our support level, just about like 163, which was a nice reversal pattern. But the reversal is not impulse, it is just corrective, so it can still go back up. Okay, so let's keep that in mind, because we got 1, 2, and 3. I'm looking for this move to the upside, so pay attention to VChain. If the correction going to be a simple correction like this, a three-way move, we can just continue the uptrend. However, right, if the correction going to be like complex, we can get this move back down. Okay, make a high low or somewhere around like a 180, 170, and so on, and then keep going up. Do you see what I'm saying? Just like Nasdaq, the same structure Nasdaq been making. So but weekly time frame, just pay attention to just pay attention to 250. 250 is the most important level for VChain right now. Okay. The weekly can't find it. You know why it's not in here? Okay. Weekly, let's do this. It might not be the weekly. I don't know why it's not showing it to me. But let me take a look at it. I know that BTC. No, it's not BTC. Maybe Zilliqa. Zilliqa is weekly 100 EMA. Okay, sorry, it's I'm confusing Zilliqa and VET. Okay, Zilliqa has a weekly 100 EMA just about like a 250, but VET we already broke the weekly. VET we do not have a a long history to basically pay attention to a weekly 100 EMA. That's Zilliqa. Zilliqa need to break where 250 area. So, but on the 12-hour time frame, you can see we still came back. We still can push back up and come back down, find another support right there. That's what I was just trying to show you on the bigger picture. Even though we got this bearish crossover, volume is low. Okay, we got the support right there. So I'm not that bearish on VChain as long as we're getting a support above like a 157. Okay, I'm still going to be slightly bullish on VChain. If you take a look at it, back in like a March 2019, I was very bullish on VChain back then when VChain broke this level. You can go back and watch my analysis when back in like February, March, I was saying VChain gonna pump. I was expecting it higher to pump like above 150 all the way up to like even like 300 and so on, but we just got rejected just about 150 area. So that's the same level we just got a support at recently. So let's see how we're going to be proceeding within the next few trading sessions, right? So however, if BTC basically drop below 9k, that could be bullish that could be bullish for VChain, all right, because VChain going to be reacting very aggressively. If BTC try to rebound from 8k to 9k, VChain could pump very hard above like a 300 sats, something like that, right? So at least for the short term. So let me go back to the chat room. Somebody says Kava was pumping so hard, right? KAVA. So thanks a lot, Ali. Make sure to join our public Telegram group if you want to upgrade to our basically premium group. We talk about stocks now, and all that good stuff. So I'm bullish on multiple stocks, but I just want to be cautious because the market is tapping out. I don't want to be too bullish. So, and I'm so bullish on multiple uranium stocks also. Most of you guys don't care about uranium, but uranium stocks, I'm gonna show you a couple of uranium stocks and why we should be very careful with crypto. Okay, most of you guys probably don't care about uranium. Uranium had a nice bubble back in 2007, right? 2003 to 2007, 100x, 1000x, most stocks, right? 100x, right? 1000x, stuff like that, right? And since 2007, we've been facing like a downtrend, almost like 13-14 years, okay, of downtrend. So uranium, I mean, it could be going down. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to be pumping, but we could be facing like a bottom formation within the next few years. So you don't want to wait till it basically start pumping and then you're like, oh man, I missed the bottom, right? But most of them they could be facing a bottom formation. It has a lot of fundamentals to pay attention to. Yes, most people don't like nuclear energy and all that good stuff, bad stuff, right? So let's see. The fundamentals could play a crucial role. All right. Yeah, it's cycled down. So let's see. Tezos, Kava. I think KAVA doesn't have a big history. I was just looking at it on Binance, and that's like a pump, just like not Kaka. I could just pump. So beautiful correction on 12-hour time frame. right there, just by like first week of June. Someone, I think like another coin is making the same type of I think it's civics. Okay, somebody asked in our group, I'm bullish on civics, right? You can see like this move, it was kind of like a head and shoulder formation. I think like curving. Lou just sent to say, hey Sam, do you think like it is a head and shoulder formation? Yes, it is a head and shoulder formation. However, market is sometimes when you get this move, right, it can drop back down, pump back up, drop back down, okay, give you a higher, higher low and going back up. But within this structure, you can get something like this, okay? Just this structure, I'm gonna try to redraw it, okay? You can let's say it's going up, right, and it is coming back down like this, right, and going back up, and when it's coming back down, it can drop like this, okay? That's the same structure you get right there in the middle, right? Let's say this is a higher time frame. The lower time frame, you're gonna see like a head and shoulder formation. That's what you see right there. So sometimes if you just don't pay attention, that's why I like to pay attention to the 3-day chart, because it's gonna clean up all this mess. You're not gonna see this head and shoulder on the 3-day chart, right? All you see is like beautiful higher lows, okay? You're not gonna see anything. This and that, you're not gonna see the head and shoulder. That's why sometimes patterns and indicators and moving average are very subjective. It comes with experience, okay? Just because you got a head and shoulder doesn't mean you're gonna drop. All right, so let's keep that in mind. And I showed you a very beautiful pattern like this. Come back down, go back up, make a a new high, come back down, make a lower, a high low, and going back up. All right, this pattern is very profitable, okay? Sometimes it can give you a fake out like this after after it makes a new high, it can give you a fake out, but not all the time, okay? You just have to incorporate it with other stuff. All right, so I see $25 on what, uranium. Okay, so I mean the crypto cycle is also down. It's just like we are looking for a big move very too soon. So but Kava is just keep pumping, okay? It is at all-time high. I wouldn't worry too much. If it comes back down, you're still gonna get another chance to retest the top. So either way, that's a 3-day chart. No sign of bearishness. I don't see anything bearish on 3-day chart. This move right there was a flat. You would have expect like a further move to the upside. As you can see, it broke this level with another basically small flat correction continuation down. So this move is impulse. All right, as of now we got 1 2 3 4, and we can get another 5 if we come back down. Great. All right, do not expect the move to be linear. Once again, the next move could be very choppy, okay? Could be very choppy, just the inverse of this move basically, okay? Could be, okay? Just like this one, we can make this one right there. You can see how we basically drop back down, make this flag, push to the upside, right? So inverse it, we can get the same move on the inverse side. So still bullish, okay? Still bullish. You just don't want to break all of that could be invalidated if you break like let's say 150,000, right? Something like it. Yes, it's 150,000. Yes, 150,000 level. If this sucker is expensive, man. Okay, if we break like this range, we could be I think it's 15,000. It's 15,000, not 150. 15,000. If we break it, that's it. Okay, we just have to stay above it. Hey, what's up, Craig Jenkins? I'm doing great, man. How are you, man? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Elron, I was saying I was cheap at 53. So Elron, same thing with KAVA, doesn't have enough history. It's just breaking out. You just sit tight, relax. No need to trade it. Okay, just forget it until it shows you a bearish momentum. I think somebody say VET. We talk about VET. Let's take a look at ERD, Elron. So So guys, I'm just going by your coins. Okay, so if you so Elrond right there. Okay, if you watch our basically I give you guys last month June, I give you a total analysis of all the alt on Binance. Okay, last month, if your alt hasn't pumped yet, it could be pumping very soon. Okay, most of them, okay, already pump at least 50%. Okay, at least on average I would say like 30% pump on except ARN. So Elrond, no sign of reversal, guys. It look beautiful impulse. You just hold it. Okay, it can make a new high all the way up to like a 200. Okay, so on 3-day chart I don't see anything. If I say like it's gonna drop, I'm just telling you what you want to hear, right? If I tell you if it's gonna pump, that's the most probable. Okay, it's going up, it's going up. I would just wait. Let's take a look at it on the daily. Daily, no sign of reversal yet. 6 hour, as you can see, just corrective. We got 6 hour MACD about to cross down. We got this bearish bull flag. Volume is low, so I don't see anything crazy. Can it drop all of a sudden all the way down to like a 20? Absolutely, it can. Those type of stuff I cannot control it, but just pay attention to your 6 hour 21 EMA and your 6 hour 100 EMA for possible support. If you just want to be very, very cautious, you just pay attention to your 12 hour. All right, 21 EMA is going to be like 119. 100 EMA, it is going to be moving very fast very soon. Okay, very fast very soon, right there, somewhere around here. And you can find a beautiful support somewhere around just about like 114. If you like to use your fib retracements on a daily, doesn't matter what time frame, right? You can do your swing high to swing low and look for your 382 pullback. 382 pullback, coincidentally, right, it is going to be just about like 110, which is like what I just said, right? This area where I drew this triangle, this not triangle, arrow. So let's keep that in mind. So it is bullish. Okay, no sign of reversal on macro scale, just a small noise. It's just a little bit of noise on the lower degree. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the big boy again. So we haven't talked about 88. 88 did not drop down to 1100. Yeah. So 88, that's what I'm expecting right there. So couple days ago, right, I was like 88 gonna drop down to this level, right? And as you can see, just like VChain, okay, just like VChain and Zilliqa and all that good stuff. So excuse me. So we got this move. This move, it doesn't have to drop 1100 to 1050, but we got a nice confluence region right there of nice accumulation. I talk about it like when 88 was just about like when 88 was like 10,000, right? I said actually right there, okay. So back then, first week of June, when I did give you guys an analysis, I was like, accumulate 88, we can get a drop down to like a 600 to 700. We drop all the way down to 699, okay, and keep pumping. And I was like, next resistance to pay attention to is like 950. That was clean, okay, clear. We broke 950. We're going to the moon. We did pump massively, right, from 900 to almost 1480. So now I'm looking for a sort of flat correction or a sort of ABC correction, right? The bigger the correction, the bigger the next move. So it's nothing wrong to say we can get another corrective move right there. We got the 21 EMA on a 12 hour, just about 1200, most likely going to be supporting the price. We got the 100 EMA on the 12 hour, which is your 50-day moving average, just about like 970. So it is going to be moving fast too, right, very soon. And if we get any crash, most likely 88 going to get a very good support at low 1000 to high 1000 area. So let's just keep that in mind if it comes back down, right? However, for the bullish, very, very bullish setup, let's say you're a moon boy and you're saying, oh, we're never going to drop below 1400, you could just say this move right there could be a simple ABC correction, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to the moon. But just to be cautious, anticipating a complex correction is safer. It doesn't mean it has to play out, but anticipating a complex correction is safer, right? So beautiful setup right there. Okay. So you should wait L round. I mean, what? I mean, if you didn't buy L round, like, are you in the in our basically public Telegram group? If you didn't buy it, I'm not saying to not buy or buy. If you didn't buy it at 50, why you want to buy it at 200? Just be honest, okay? I'm not saying it cannot go to 1,000. It can, but you got multiple alt right there, ready to pop. Gas, QDOM. I talk about it. Just started pumping. I talk about nulls when nulls was like 2,700 to 3,000. It pumped all the way up above 6,000. Stratus, Komodo, multiple alts. They ready to give you some massive gains, right? Massive could be relative, right? But could give you a good 50 to 100% move, right? So but you do whatever you want. I'm not saying not to jump in or jump out. I'm just telling you what I think, okay? You just make your own decision, right? Yeah, so the market is rebounding. So even the stock market is rebounding. Blink came back down to I was expecting it to drop back down to 550. 12 hour 21 EMA, it did that exactly. So the market is bouncing back. So BTC is still bouncing. So AGI also coming back down, just about to let's take a look at on the 3-day. I don't like to take a look at alt. So AGI is still at resistance, right? Still struggling to break resistance. Very low volume. We got a big sell pressure right there, but as you can see, even though we got a big sell pressure, we managed to close above the sell pressure. Still facing resistance. We just have to basically break this 240 area, 220 to 240. If like we can get a nice pump to like a 260 to 255 to 260, we can basically start to be comfortable right there. We just have to increase our confidence for AGI, the bulls, by pumping up to like 250 and consolidate. All right. So other than that, what I see is like, we come back down to like 180, right? 180, 175, something like that, make a high low and then continue the uptrend. Let's see. Okay, I'm still bullish on AGI. So SPX up nice. Let's take a look at it. Yep, it's back up slowly. It is at the same range right there. It is talk about this range of 32.28. So close the gap. Let's go with the one with the gap. Let's talk about the SPY. Let's just focus on the SPY. Relatively the same. 317, 31 is just different now. Let's take a look at SPX. On the 3-day, 6 hour. Yep, 6 hours just bounced off, right? So we did not even get the chance to retest like 31.15. We just bouncing off. We might got some big news. So this boy might be going back up to retest this 3200 range. Okay, it's 31 83. If like we get a close above like a 32, that's going to be nice. Okay, it is going to be nice, very, very nice, right? Like we get that, because this entire move is just correction. Okay, the market is not doing anything. You don't have any direction. Okay, it's just moving sideways. So a close above a 3200 range, it's not going to be it's not going to be a new high, but at least it is going to be closing above the previous candle that broke the high. Okay, because we made a new all-time high, right? 30, well, let's see, no, not new all-time high, but we just broke this resistance, not all-time high. The all-time high is like 3394, 35, 3400 almost. So but the recent high, we almost broke it but got rejected. So let's take a look at it on the hourly basis. Could be just okay, hourly 1 hour 100 EMA, support right there, support right there. So let's see. Okay, this move was impulse, so don't get too excited. So you can get the double bottom again, 3130 area. So that'll be a beautiful support if like we retrace down to 3150 again. To come from the uptrend, still going to be making high lows right there. That's going to be very beautiful setup to try to close above like a 3200. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. So let's trade safe. Let's see what the market going to be doing within the next few days and so on. All right, so be safe, trade safe. Join our public Telegram group, link in the description. Basically, make sure to hit the likes, also hit the notification, and at the same time make sure to click on the bell, guys, so you can get my notification. If you haven't done so, make sure to do so. It doesn't cost you anything. All right, so be safe. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.